Alright guys, so this is the day. Every single leaked detail of the upcoming Model 3 has been revealed and it is finally here. Let me start off by saying that this is going to be the dream car, just because it checks off every single thing on my list and even more. So in the last video, we were super pumped about what was going on with Tesla's scope. As you guys know, I am super ready to buy my Model 3 Project Highland as soon as it's available in the design studio. We received information that in about a week's time, Tesla Scope should be providing us with some kind of exclusive detail to the Project Highland Model 3, and that has happened today. Now, if you guys haven't watched that previous video, go check it out because it ties into this video and exactly how the employees got the information and how it's being relayed to you and I. The only thing that caught me off guard is that I didn't think it would come this quick. It was literally 2 days after the tweet was sent out and we got our exclusive leak already. Alright, so this one is packed full of goodies, so be ready here. This is literally gonna be the biggest change ever to any model Tesla ever introduced. So that includes all the Model S's, 3's, Y's, whatever that is available on the market today. First and foremost, let's get it out of the way. Hardware 4.5 is going to be introduced with the Model 3 first, and that is gonna be a feature only the Model 3 is going to have, and then it's gonna transition to the rest of the vehicles down the line. I've been talking about this hardware 4.5 for a very long time, ever since hardware 4 was introduced and ever since the FSD board was taken apart. If you guys have been following this channel, continue to follow it because I will provide you with a lot more information that a lot of other channels don't provide out there. I was pretty certain and very firm that hardware 4 was not going to be the final product just because it was missing the additional cameras needed for FSD to fully work. And on top of that, it was pretty obvious that there was 12 ports available on the FSD board. Now, there has been a lot of speculations that this could be a single board that works for the Cybertruck and for the Semi. However, knowing Tesla and the way that they work, they will never add any more than they need to a certain part, and they would try to remove as much unnecessary things as possible. Most likely, the board for the Cybertruck is going to have 20 plus ports available for future expansion, and then the board reserved for the rest of the vehicles are going to have 12. This is where the additional cameras and sensors are going to have to fill up those 12 ports, and meaning that we are going to get at least 3 more sensors. So we just gotten confirmation that the front bumper of the Model 3 is also gonna have an additional camera, whether that be 2 additional cameras or a single one right in the middle. We don't know for sure just yet, but one thing we know for sure is that there are gonna be newer HD cameras that is gonna provide some additional support for the blind spots and the cross traffic. Now, a majority of the exciting stuff here is going to be on the interior of the vehicle. As you guys already know, the whole interior is going through a complete revamp. It's gonna look like the Model S and Model X. However, I think it's gonna look better than the Model S and X in a lot of different ways. Now, I'm gonna run through the list here in no particular order. The first one is going to be the rear mounted display, just like the redesigned Model S and X, so that your passenger has some kind of seat control, vent control. At the same time, they can also have some form of entertainment. The next one here is gonna be the first for any Tesla vehicle. That is going to be steer-by-wire yoke or wheel. So the yoke or wheel option, that's old news, but the steer-by-wire is completely different. This is what the Model S and X yoke should have been from the beginning. This is where you can lock on the steering wheel or yoke without twisting your arms over. Now, speaking about steering control, you're no longer gonna have the stalks behind it, so you're gonna have to get adjusted to doing everything on the screen. With this redesign, we're going to get newer seats, which is catered towards comfort and reduced vibration, and a lot more dampening and noise reduction inside of the vehicle, so driving on the freeway is gonna sound a lot quieter than the current Model 3s. Now, finally here, the whole lineup is gonna get one specific feature that we've been requesting on the Model 3 for a very long time. However, it was neglected due to the size. The HEPA filter is finally coming to the Model 3, which means you're gonna get bioweapon defense mode. Turn it on and you'll smell nothing and you'll be completely protected on the inside. They're going to be using a smaller, reduced version of the Model Y's HEPA filter, but it is just going to be as efficient and as effective as it would on any of the other vehicles. Now, last but not least, and this is the most exciting thing to me, I've been requesting this forever, and there has been a lot of modifications out there, a lot of Alibaba stuff, Amazon stuff that you can do to the car, but it looks so gimmicky, it looks so third party, but finally it's coming. This is ambient lighting in RGB, so it means that you're able to choose any color you want. There's a lot of customization, and on top of that, you're going to be able to do some kind of nice animations and everything like that, depending on the software that Tesla provides. As of right now, where it sits, the Model 3 looks completely dark on the inside. Literally every vehicle looks dark on the inside, and the only ambient lighting they have is in the footwell, and if you're lucky enough, you have some in the door pockets, but it's not even really called ambient lighting. I think it's just more a puddle light. So yeah, this adds a touch of luxury and premium compared to vehicles like NIO, XPeng, Li Auto in China. They are the masters of making premium vehicles over there. When I was in China, I got to sit in one of the vehicles, and my goodness, it leaps and bounds above the Model 3 in terms of luxury, features, and electronics. The fact that Tesla is known for tech, but their vehicle is so far behind in terms of this aspect is a little bummer, to be honest. Now, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but drop it in the comments below. Tell me if you guys agree or disagree with that statement. Alright, so we've gone through so much now, I'm starting to forget where we're at even, but there is one little bonus here, and that is the fact that we're gonna get an R logo right on each side of the side mirrors. It'll only turn on when you reverse your vehicle, so it might just practically indicate that the vehicle is in reverse, but I don't know why Tesla would add that. The reverse light is more than enough to tell, but it is a really nice touch overall, so I'm not gonna complain. Now, in terms of the exterior, we've seen a lot of leaks out there, we've seen a lot of spy shots, but the latest one has something very interesting. As you can see in a couple of these recent shots, the rear door is now covered up as well as the front bumper and the rear bumper. There is three things that this might be indicating. The first one is the biggest one, and that is the fact that they might be hiding that this might become a hatchback. If this happens, this is gonna be mind-blowing. It's gonna look just like the Model S, and it's just gonna be as practical. I'm sure that it's gonna appeal to a huge amount of people that were interested in a Model 3 but decided to get a Model Y just because of the practicality. Although I personally love my Model 3 before, I do love the Model Y just a little bit more because of the hatch design. It's just so convenient that you can just slide things in, and it's even more better the fact that you can camp in the vehicle and it feels so much more comfortable. The fact that the Model 3 has a camp mode that is never used because of the inside of the vehicle being too small, that kind of defeats the purpose. So they really need to make all their vehicles a hatch at this point. The Model 3 is the only vehicle remaining. Now the second one here is a completely new rear seat design. We're not too sure how that would look like. It's pretty obvious that we're gonna get new seats, but if it's gonna be something radical, they want to hide it first before they start unveiling it to the public. And the third thing here, and the most obvious one, is the fact that they are gonna have a rear display just like the S and X. That one is no doubt. I think we are gonna see it because of the inconvenience of asking the passenger and the driver to adjust the heated seats in the back and the ventilation. That honestly is a real pain. Now luckily I don't have any kids just yet, but I can imagine that the kids at the back just really want to tell you what to do, and while you're driving you don't have the time to fiddle through all the menus to turn on their heated seats. So yeah, that is what we have for now, and most likely we're gonna start to see a lot more prototypes driving on the streets. If you guys do get a chance to see one in person, try to take a snapshot of it, send it to me, send it to whoever, so we can share it with the community. We would love to see what the vehicle looks like as of right now compared to the current Model 3. Now, for those of you guys that are waiting for the Model Y, we're just about a year away for Project Juniper. That means that we're gonna get all the features we're gonna see in the Project Highland Model 3, and even more, because they start to iterate better versions of everything as time goes on. So, like I say in all of my videos leading up to the release of this vehicle, please, for the sake of us, wait out so you guys can get the best of the best. And regardless of what the discount you're getting on the Model 3 right now, it is just not worth it. The Model 3 current design is just gonna drop in value as soon as the new one gets released. It doesn't matter if you get 10,000 or 20,000 off the regular price of the vehicle. Tesla is trying to rid all the Hardware 3 units, and they're trying to rid all the older designs of the Model 3 as we speak. So yeah, if you guys are here for the latest information, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification. And I'm just gonna be as blunt as I am on this channel as I would be in real life. So I do want you guys to get the best of the best, just like I would when it does arrive on the design studio. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos, guys. I have a bunch more. This should be it. This is John. Peace out.